for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
All right, Thomas, now we've seen a fair share of different weather this week. Let's check in a little bit of detail of what we can expect to see in the coming days.
Well, I think we're going to kind of build off what we saw today for our St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, and then we'll see some calmer and warmer conditions next week. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's take a live look outside here at ABC4 News with our Colonial Flag camera. Still sitting in the low 50s in Salt Lake, and it's still gusty at times, but we're still seeing those strong wind gusts, mainly in Davis and in Weber counties. And over the last couple of days, we've seen multiple wind gusts over 60 and 70 miles per hour, with the main wind gust coming in at 85 miles per hour at Logan Peak. And I know a lot of you are probably asking, when are these winds finally going to die down? Unfortunately, the wind advisory for Davis and Weber counties have been extended through noon tomorrow, but I do think in large part through tomorrow we'll still see some gusty winds, especially for the northern Wasatch Front, more or less from Parley's Canyon northward. And you can see 8 o'clock tomorrow morning still potentially gusting over 50 miles per hour in spots. That'll likely continue through the day. But if we're looking for some calmer conditions, by the time we move into Monday, we're finally going to start to see the wind direction begin to change, and we'll likely see some calmer winds. This is 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. And instead of showing gusts around 40 to 60 miles per hour, about 10 to 20. That's going to be a lot more manageable, and I'm sure a lot of folks are looking forward to it, myself included. In the meantime, here's what it currently looks like in southern Utah, Red Cliffs Lodge and Moab, where Moab has seen a decent amount of rain as we've gone through today. Meanwhile, you go up in elevation a little bit. There have been some spots over the last couple of days that have seen some healthy snow totals. How about Boulder, 21 inches, Brian Head, 16 inches, Torrey getting 10 inches of snow, Escalante, 8 inches of snow, and Capitol Reef National Park with half a foot. And there are some suggestions that in some portions around Capitol Reef we've seen even more than that. We're still tracking a few showers in south central Utah and around Moab, with still seeing a little bit of light rain, and we're going to hold on to that chance of wet weather in southern Utah for the most part as we go through the next couple of days, just because we have this upper level low pressure down to our south. But what's going to be happening over the next few days is there's going to be a high pressure build on top of it, so that should kind of help tamp down things a little bit as we move into early next week. So let's begin the futurecast, and I'll stop this at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and you can see a good amount of showers for areas south of I-70 and east of I-15. For those of you that are along the I-15 corridor, including St. George and Cedar City, there will be a slight chance that wet weather finds you, while northern Utah will be checking in mainly with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, calm conditions. And then by Monday, as that high pressure builds in over top, you can see that the bulk of wet weather is mainly going to be found in Arizona, with only a slight chance for a few showers in the southern portion of the state. When it comes to daytime highs, tomorrow in northern Utah should be similar compared to what we saw today, but with maybe a little bit less wet weather in spots in southern Utah. Should just be a little bit warmer. Most spots will see daytime highs generally in the 40s and 50s, with a few spots like Salt Lake City hitting a daytime high of 60 degrees, while we get to 47 degrees in Park City after a chilly night tonight in the middle 20s. In central Utah, we'll mainly see daytime highs in the 50s here as Green River gets to 62, and we'll see a daytime high of 55 in Fillmore. Then as we make our way down south, it's a high of 47 for Blanding and 44 for Monticello, which that'll likely be two spots that has the best chance of finding wet weather. 53 for Lake Powell, 40 degrees in Bryce Canyon. We'll see a high of 50 in Beaver, while St. George will see a daytime high of 63. This is looking at your high temperature trend over the next several days. Will be slightly above average in Salt Lake City tomorrow by getting to right around 60 degrees. We got to 62 degrees today. But notice as we go through the week, daytime highs by Wednesday and Thursday will likely be between 5 and 10 degrees above our seasonal averages. In St. George, just a slight chance for tomorrow for our St. Patrick's Day. Then it's upper 60s on Monday. Then daytime highs likely in the low to mid 70s through the second half of next week before we add in a slight chance on Saturday. Along the Wasatch Front, we'll see partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Gusty conditions at times, and it's low to mid 60s through the first half of next week as we begin spring on Tuesday. Then we'll enter a slightly more unsettled pattern with isolated showers Thursday and Friday, then a chance of scattered rain showers by Saturday. Sarah?
All right, Tom.